subscribe to our channel. That way you get notifications for next time. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Cloud Homestead. We finally got our tractor back running a couple weeks ago. We had the engine overhauled and finally got it out of my garage, running around and driving it. And we noticed that the power steering was pretty weak. It is a 58 560, so hydraulics are not anything to write home about in comparison to today's tractors, but it definitely does not have any hydraulic assistance whatsoever. I mean, there's nothing. So we started with pulling the hydraulic oil filter and starting with some fresh fluid and seeing if that does anything for us. We found a little bit of debris in this bypass filter. It looks like, you'll see in a minute, that it looks like it's kind of got some shine to it, but it is not magnetic, which makes me kind of worried that it could be the hydraulic pump. But at this point, I'm not too concerned about it. So it is in pretty bad shape. The screen's all damaged, but it does seal in the filter properly, and we end up putting it back in for now, just to kind of get us going and seeing what we can come up with as far as the pressure goes. So we get this all put back together. You'll see this filter kind of just pops out. It goes into a recessed kind of hole in the casting, and that goes directly over to the hydraulic pump on the other side of this tunnel. So the filter doesn't look like it's in very good shape. It is a paper element, so there's like silicone debris and some grass clippings and stuff inside of the filter. So that makes me feel pretty good about what's going on inside of there. But at any rate, we don't see anything major wrong. There's no like metal chunks or anything. So we are going to disassemble this filter, kind of see what we come up with, and stick a new filter in and see kind of what we come up with here in a minute. So back up on there. So I had already checked the hydraulic pressure before we pulled the old filter out. We were at about 200 to 250 psi out this right rear outlet. So that is low. Specs about 1,200 pounds. So I was not going to be able to lift any implement or the hitch after we got it installed. So it uses just a regular ISO Pioneer fitting, unlike John Deere in the early days with their proprietary coupler. This is a regular Pioneer fitting. So I had my pressure gauge hooked up we get the tractor started and move some levers, and we hear the engine labor, which is a good sign that we actually have hydraulic pressure now. So we get to this outside lever, and which is what the gauge is hooked up to. Operate it, and the camera will show very briefly because I did not set it up very well to look at the gauge, so it'll kind of fall off to the side, but you see that we end up having 700 and almost 750 pounds of pressure. So that ends up being good enough for now until we can either replace the hydraulic pump or figure out if there's a suction leak, which is a possibility. There's a line that goes from the hydraulic pump over to the hydraulic filter that has an O-ring that is most likely brittle and could be sucking air, causing us to not reach our full hydraulic potential. So look for that in a later video, but for now, we're going to install our 2-point hitch and have it all set up and ready to go for a rear implement. Thanks for watching. If you guys have an old International or Farmall tractor, let me know what it is in the comments. We have a lot more work to do, not only to this, but to some other projects that we've picked up. So stay tuned and be watching for our next video, which will be installing our 2-point hitch on this Farmall 560.